Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, "Hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?"
Are you from Bergstadt?
Нет.
So you're like me. Birds just passing through. I'm stuck here because of my train.
Kleine Puskereisen mit uns, no?
What did he say?
Train kaput. No luck for you.
I have a little problem with my train. It's kind of broken. I've absolutely got to get it out of the station. Do you think you could tow it over to the wall with your barge?
Lock closed. Barge blocked.
But if the locks were open, would it be okay to tow my train then?
Porke no? More money for that werk.
Da, it's possible. My husband say we help you if you give money.
Right. And how much do you want?
Cinquante.
He want $150.
$150? I don't have that much.
No money, no barge.
Let me offer you $75.
Nay, $125.
Out of the question. $100 and not a dime more.
Correct. You have barge for $100.
Great, now don't move. I'll be back as quick as possible with the money. I'll leave you to it.
Das
Hello.
You ride my train, I see.
Yes, I've come from Valladolid.
It's been a long time since I've seen a train here. Students, did you bring students with you?
No, I traveled alone. Well, almost alone.
I remember around the start of fall, trains would bring kids from all around the world here to study zoology and botany, paleontology, and all that stuff. This was a great university.
And it isn't still great today, then?
Today, well,
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
no place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me. Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again. Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this is Hans' doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh, my God. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
I don't need that for... Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Some sailors have agreed to tow the train, but I don't have enough money to pay them. I was wondering if you could help me out. I could work for the money.
Please wait, miss. We have certain confibulations to attend to.
That is right. We must confibulate between ourselves.
I hope that we are not indisposing you in any way.
Why not?
If it helps us get rid of that train. My word, that is a...
What do you have in mind, gentlemen?
When you arrived here, you must have noticed
A unique piece of mechanical craftsmanship which no longer works. Why, yes, we have very moving memories of its melodies. We're prepared to offer you a financial reward if you can set it.
With pleasure. What do I have?
Unfortunately, my dear, time and rust have taken their toll on this university, and our automatons no longer have a spring in their step. You are going
To tell you the truth, there are a number of complex mechanisms here in Barakstadt and it would... Your train, however, is an extremely ingenious invention, so you should be no stranger to...
I hope that I can show myself worthy.
Well, my dear colleagues, one more university...
You wouldn't know if there is any Forest Sauvignon.
Absolutely.
When he says absolutely, he means, of course, What we mean, of course, is that we are absolutely positive there is no forest...
Really? Are you sure? Because I read in a book that Barokstadt possesses a number of plants. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of some if possible.
Out of the question, miss.
The assistant rector means to say that our priority is for... Yes, that's right. Your train must leave the station immediately, so please refrain from wait...
Don't forget the regulations, miss. Don't forget them. Trains should...
Here we are,
Already?
Thank you.
And thank... This thing's jammed. Excuse me, station master?
Can't you see I am very...
No.
I am. Very busy. And
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even Forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here in the famous Barokstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grave? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this...
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fuck.
I won't
Welcome to...
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barkstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me...
All right, thanks. I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry?
Gentlemen, forgive me for...
A little problem.
They are kept to oneself.
Nor trade.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barkstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barkstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon Forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden...
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrickstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all...
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might...
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory...
And it would be good wine.
Oh, yes, a delightful...
We would wait impatiently every year for the...
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barrickstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care. And finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty...
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every...
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be like...
Don't worry, I have no intention at all.
Here we are, busy...
Already?
Thank you.
And thank... Excuse me.
Can't you see I am very... Well,
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
no, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab...
Smuggling racket. Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss. There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing I'm not...
I understand.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, miss.
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding.
I'm very touched. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey, lady.
Thank you. Gentlemen, forgive me.
A little
They are.
nor.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our.
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum.
And while we're on the subject,
Yes, because now you. Here we are.
all right,
Thank.
And there you go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vorvat pensiros esto? Decline, madam. No se say.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you going to do?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look.
Take key. Seller always need.
Okay, thanks. Hello?
Kay, how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean...
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean,
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me, yes.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end...
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
It would be so good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't a...
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice...
Will to you...
That looks broken. Darn it! That looks broken.
Welcome to the East Lock Control Center. To start, press the number sign. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the conning pass lock, press 3. If you are using the If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level in the Barrackstadt lock? To confirm your choice, press stop. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request within 48 hours. In case of an emergency, please operate the lock system manually. We apologize for...
That looks broken. The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize. Hey there!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, how?
Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Gottverdammt. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Allez toi, range.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up!
Okay. Hey there!
Da!
It must be really neat to travel by.
Oh, slick the boot.
Excuse me?
My husband say he like his barge and he not like your train. Too noisy. If you want to travel in tin can, you...
Sure. Are you from Berkstadt?
Yes.
So you're like me.
Kleine
What did he...
Train.
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle tak. Loco coco mi.
What did your husband say?
You attach chain to train and chain to train with barge.
Up. Catch it, sir.
If that's going to... Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Ponce. I'm about to start my lecture on the Yukos at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.